Now, in this video, we will going to discuss one more program. So, what I need to do is I want to enter the two numbers and I should be able to check which is the maximum one. So, to do that, so that means a program to print the maximum of two numbers. So, if you are doing that, so I like to write the program. I will say include, that is stdio.h and conio.h, which is the header files. So first I am going to define the function. So what I want to do, I want to enter the two numbers. So I will call those two numbers as A and B. I want to check for which is the maximum of these two. So the number which I am trying to enter is an integer value. So naturally it should be int A and int B. So the maximum of int A and B. Then when you enter, so first the first number I will going to consider the big. So that is the maximum means it should be big. So the big is then integer. The number which you are getting is the big one, which is going to be an integer. So I am going to declare that as an int big. So in first what I will consider, the first number which I am entering is, I will consider that as the big number itself directly. So I will going to assign the A value. I will going to assign the big for the A value, A. So the big is equal to A. So now we are going to check. So what is that? I want to check the other number now. Since I want to check the other number, that I have already considered that big is equal to A. So that means the A value is already big. Now I want to check the B value. So is B is greater than big. So that means if the B value is greater than big, means B is greater than A. Now, according to this, if B is greater than big, the condition is true, then we say big is equal to B. Then it needs to return that value to the main function. So we will go on to say return big. Then we'll write the main function, main. So of course we are not considering the clear screen here because we are writing the program in quotes. So naturally the CLR SCR will not be there, but since we are since I have written this program for the Turbo C, so we are going to write the clear screen. Then we will going to declare the variables now. Which are the variables now? I want to enter the two numbers, that is A and B, and also I want to check those two numbers for the big condition. So I will going to consider the big also as the one of the variable. So now what I need to do now, I want to enter the two numbers now. So I'm going to declare a printf statement, enter the two numbers. So once I enter the two numbers, which are all those two numbers we are trying to enter? Let us see. So read those two numbers. Which are those two numbers? I want to read A and B. So since it is an integer, so the address of that is %d. So and A and B. So I am entering the value of A and B. That is the two numbers as 10 and 20. So A will going to be assigned with the value of 10 because the first number you are entering is 10. Then the second number you are entering is B, so the B is assigned with the value of 20. So then it goes back. Once it entered, I need to check for the number. So where exactly we have written that? That program we have written here. So it enters into that. So first it will go to take big is equal to A. So what is that? Big is equal to A. A is equal to 20. A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. So big is equal to 10. It is considered first. So the value of A is 10. So big is equal to 10. Then what is that value of B now? B value is 20. Is 20 is greater than big value, which is A. Is 20 is greater than big S. 20 is greater than 10 because the value of A is 10. So since the condition is true, so then what happens? Big is equal to B. So value of B is 20. So it will going to take that big value, return those big values. So that is what we have written here. So big is equal to maximum of A comma B. So that is the one because that is the name of the function which we are given in this main program, which is here maximum A comma B. So that is why we have written here Big is equal to maximum of A comma B. Then, so big is equal to 10. First it will initialize. Then printf maximum of percentage D, percentage A comma B big. So what does it mean? So it will going to print those statements of maximum of two numbers, which is 10 and 20, which will be equal to 20. So what it does, it will take the value of A 10, it will print the value of 20. So because these two are for this, and the big value which is going to be written here, the output will be maximum of 10 comma 20, so which will be equal to 20. So similarly, I will going to consider the other way now. So I will consider the value of A is equal to 20 and the B is equal to 10. So now once we assign that, what happens? It will first go to the read those two values and it will comes to big is equal to maximum of A comma B. So it will goes back to that main function wherein big is equal to A, big is equal to 20. So it comes to this now. So here it will comes to this. Big is equal to A now. Big is equal to A. What is the value of A now? We have entered. The value of A entered is 20. And if B, value of 10, what is the value of B now? The value of B is 10. So 10 is greater than big. 10 is greater than big? No, it's not. 10 is less than. So it will not it will, this condition is solved. I mean, it is false now. Because 10, the value of 10 is, the value of B is 10 and the value of big is 20. So, is 10 is greater than 20? No. So, it is false. Then return big value. What is the big value? The big value is 20. So, that is how it will going to be executed. So, in this, what it does, so what will be the output of this? The maximum of 20 comma 10 will be equal to 20. So, this is how you will be able to execute this program. Now, once you do that, now we will go for writing the codes in code blocks. So here, first I will just delete this. So now I will go for include stdio.h, then include conio.h. First I want to make it as the maximum of two members. So I am going to consider maximum of int A comma int B. Then I will just come out of this and open the bracket. So first I will consider int big. So that is the one number. So I will say int, or now we are going to say first I will assign the value of big for A. Then condition I will going to apply if A is greater than, B is greater than big, because big is already A. So I will, which is the other value, other number? The other number is B. Is B is greater than big now. If the condition is true, then what happens? Big is equal to B. Then return that big value to the main function. Return big. Okay. Then we will comes out of this. So you just you come to this return big. Then it comes out of this. Now we go for. Now we'll come to this. We go for main now. Main. Then we will enter. Then we will going to have what are the values you are considering A comma B comma big. Then printf, enter the two numbers. Enter the two numbers. So once you are entering the two numbers, then I have to read those two numbers. So percentage D, then percentage D, ampersand A and ampersand B. Now, once you do that, so what I need, I will going to call this the main function. So big is equal to maximum of A comma B. Then I need to print those two values now. Printf, you are going to say percentage, so maximum max of percentage D comma percentage D. I don't want to give space there. Of course, these are the ways in which you can be able to write this maximum of percentage D, and then you close this bracket, which is equal to percentage D slash N. That is the big number what you want to write. So then I will declare what are the one which you want. I want to print the value of A, and I want to print the value of B, which is percentage D and percentage G, and I want to print the value of the maximum. So I will say big value. So once you do that, then I will going to write the getCH function, and then finally getCH function, and then okay. So this is how you will be able to execute. Now we'll go for the running the program. So enter the number. I will say 10 and then 20. So you will going to get, so here big, I will just go to file. I will go to save file. So then I will going to run this compiler now. Enter the number. No, you are not going to, we are going into the same one. NTA getCH. So you just save. I will go to save file, file as, I will say 1111. Just say this, then you just go to the number. Yes. So enter the two numbers now. You are going to say 10 and then 20. So the maximum of two numbers is 20. 10 of 20. The maximum is 20, obviously. So I will just consider one more example here. Enter the two numbers. I will say 100, then 500. So obviously it should be 500. So this is how you will be able to, I'm considering for those. Now I will going to consider the one more value. So here I will just go to this, then enter the two numbers. I will take 500 and I will going to take this as 200. Then the maximum of these two should be 500. So this is how you will be able to execute this program. Thank you.